This is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and this is the Samsung Omnia i900. The Omnia is an import phone. It's a quad-band unlocked GSM phone that has pretty much every feature on the planet. It competes with the HTC Touch Diamond for iPhone-like Windows Mobile professional devices. Samsung has customized the user interface heavily to make it finger-friendly. This is their Widgets Today screen. You don't have to use this if you don't want to use it, but it's a pretty cool interface that allows you to drag widgets from a dock here and place them on your desktop, and you can rearrange them as you see fit. For example, this is a little mini speed dial applet here. You can put 4 speed dials on here. To add one, you just press the plus key. To delete one, you would hit the trash can and then select the one you want to delete. You can place this anywhere you want on the screen. The device has haptic feedback, so when you press one and move it around, you'll hear a little sound and you'll feel a little vibration. This one launches the web browser. You've got a calendar over here, and if you tap on the date, it'll show you any appointments for that date. Just brings up the standard Windows Mobile calendar interface. If you don't want one of these anymore, you just drag it right back to the dock. If you want to have your wireless control out here, here it is. The interesting thing about widgets is, in landscape mode, you can have a different set of widgets. So it's kind of handy. Since there's only a limited amount of screen real estate, you can have one set running in landscape, one set running in portrait mode. The device has an accelerometer built in, and that's why we can turn it and have it switch orientation. It's decently fast. It's about 2 seconds for it to switch rotation inside the widget screen, which is one of the busier screens. In the widget's home screen, you've got a sidebar of widgets you can select from, and you can scroll through these. Hopefully Samsung will add even more over time with the last firmware update. In fact, they added 3 more. Regardless of which home screen you're in, this right soft key is assigned to Samsung's main menu. This is also a very finger-friendly launcher. Takes you to a bunch of the built-in applications you can see here. And then there are shortcuts to additional applications that you can edit. Standard Windows Mobile interface is here. For example, you have the normal programs and the normal settings, which you can scroll through like that. Alternatively, Samsung has 2 other home screens called Samsung Today 1 and Samsung Today 2. This one gives you basically a big screen launcher here with the time, and you can add on any standard Windows Mobile plugins at the bottom that you want for the calendar, tasks, third-party ones with weather, GPS, that kind of thing. This is the other Samsung Today screen, and this one is a little less busy, very useful though. It gives you quick access to settings and to a photo caller speed dial. Obviously the time, your carrier information, you got a call log, messages, and email, and you can have things like your calendar appointments down here. Settings takes you to some commonly used things. You can switch to flight mode quickly, put in vibrate mode, control the screen rotation sensor, turn off your wireless radios or turn them on, use the flashlight. This has an LED flash for the camera that's very bright, and access to the mouse pointer setting. Besides the finger-friendly enhancements that you've seen for the custom Today screens, and you can use a standard Windows Mobile Today screen if you prefer, Samsung has a couple of cool other things. They've got this little mouse pad over here that works to scroll normally. If you're in a list, you can see I'm scrolling through icons, but you can switch to mouse mode here. And you've got a mouse pointer just like on a PC. It's pretty handy in the web browser and in word processing documents. There's also a large menu option, which is on by default, that gives you an enlarged start menu. So the menus generally are pervasive throughout are enlarged, so they're easy to use with a finger. In fact, the Samsung doesn't come with a stylus silo built into the device. It does ship with the stylus. There's a lanyard loop mount over here, and the little stylus that's included would be attached via the lanyard line. And in truth, they've done such a good job of finger customizing the operating system that I find that I have not used a stylus with this device. The device comes with Opera 9.5 web browser, which offers a very desktop-like experience. It's very similar to what you find on the HTC Touch Diamond. This is a 400 by 240 screen though, so you don't see quite as much on screen compared to the Touch Diamond. However, because it's a 3.2-inch screen, what you do see is a lot more readable. It's not as condensed, not as tiny, so you don't always have to zoom in as much. Let's take a look at Opera. And this is running on Edge right now since it only supports Euro 3G. So there's our homepage, and it will switch automatically to full screen view. Text is just barely readable without zooming in. If you want to zoom in, just tap. Drag the page around. It's very fast. It doesn't slow down the device as much as we noticed on the Touch Diamond, which gets awfully sluggish if Opera is running.